Alright, I'm going to show you 3 Cammy combos that are useful in certain niche situations, or that are optimal in certain niche situations. So, first one is when you perfect parry a medium or heavy or something, and you're about this far away from the corner, or closer to the corner. Drive rush back medium punch EX knuckle allows you to get a side switch and continue to the combo and corner the opponent. Overall, it costs about like 2 bars of drive gauge in total, or 2.1, 2.2 bars of drive gauge from what you regenerate from the strike. And yeah, it's usable in ranges where otherwise you would have to spend a lot more resources to get to the corner, the corner that you're currently facing. Or you would have to spend a level 1 or something to side switch effectively. So this works at a nice range in the neutral, and there's a broad range where it's actually useful, from when you're in the corner to quite a ways outside of it. Next, anytime that you're landing, you're naturally going into back medium punch. So off of meaty jab, back medium punch target combo, dive kick, etc., or jump light kick, whatever else, you know? If you get like a simple quick conversion into back medium punch, especially off of overhead. For instance, overhead, it's +8, so you can do this in the corner. But if you want to spend meter, if you have 5 or more bars, or say, a lot of people do this conversion in the corner. That does really good. That's like the best meterless damage you can do, and overall it's similar value to the stand heavy punch route, but optimal only really in this routing scenario is this. Doing back medium punch, target combo, into EX overhead, medium uppercut. It does like 200 more damage. And that one builds 2.5 centimeters super, whereas this one builds more or less about the same. Honestly, slightly less. Wait, no, I did that incorrectly. Yeah, okay, there we go. No, I must have fucked that up, because that didn't make any sense to me. Okay, that one builds slightly more, like 2.7 centimeters super, barely more, etc. Anyways, that one's kind of iffy. This last combo, actually worth doing if you get the opportunity for it. So, any scenario, once again, where you find a natural way. This combo is optimal when you can get back medium punch, but you cannot get stand heavy punch. So, in a scenario where you land something like this, and you're like +5 or so, or you get a crouch jab and you go into this, etc. Not if you get like a clean jump in, or some other situations like off of a punish counter DI or something. So any scenario where you can get back medium punch but not stand heavy punch, and not off of drive rush cancels, where this is not worth doing. If you can get a natural back medium punch, then you can do that routing. So, heavy DP or medium DP, depending on how close you are into the corner. When it happens, it works about this far out. Maybe a bit farther than this, maybe about up to here, probably about up to here. And the value of doing this, as opposed to just doing back medium punch into like a drive rush like this, let's say you are in range to get the full off of this, but not off the stand. So that does 2, 8, 6, 7, and builds 3 centimeters super for 3 bars of drive gauge. Whereas this does 2740 for like 1.4 bars of drive gauge and builds basically the same amount of super. So in that situation, this is like wildly more optimal than doing that, and it's you get the corner as opposed to just going for the normal knockdown. It's worth spinning the meter here. Actually, I'm going back through this, and based on my calculations, it seems like it's exactly worth as much as doing either on a crouching or on a standing opponent. It's about exactly worth as much as if you could get a stand fierce. Doing that or doing that versus doing... It seems like in my calculation, my value calculations, it's worth about exactly as much. It would be worth it to spend the extra drive gauge if you had like full drive gauge to do the full stand heavy punch into the whatever, but this is just another less costly route to do, because all these drive rush routes will cost 3 bars, whereas if you do this into the back medium punch, heavy punch target combo, into the dive kick, into like that, you'll regenerate, so you'll wind up, it'll only cost a net loss of like 0.6 bars of drive gauge, or sorry, wait, yeah, 0.6 bars of drive gauge, 0.7, because you'll build more from those hits, and then you'll build more from those hits, so it's like, you know, the difference between 3 bars of drive gauge to fucking building a bit more on this for the first 2 hits, but then spending 3 bars of drive gauge there. So it's like a 1.8, 1.9 difference in drive gauge spent net. Overall, still calculated at about exactly the same amount of value. So choose it based on how much drive gauge you have.